If you ever attended any events in Edmonton, Alberta, or Canada as a whole, the energy is always on 100. Chances are MC Mide was on the mic. She's known as the energy queen for a reason. The woman who sets the tone, commands the room, and turns events into experience.
So my name is Ayomide, also known as MC Mide, the energy queen. Being a host or an MC at the event is just way more than talking. There's a lot of mental work. You should be able to think on the spot. You need to be able to read the room. Always try to, ask for feedback, practice, ask feedback, and continue to grow. I'll describe the brand as the connector. I am the brand.
Today we are sitting down with MC Mide as she gives us insight into how she built her personal brand. Let's get into it. Welcome, MC Mide, energy queen. I've been to several events in Edmonton and I've seen you in 80%, although I don't go out much, but I've seen you in 80% of the events I've been to. Okay. You are the master of ceremonies and I love how you keep the audience engaged during the event, doing all sorts of things, games, quiz. I've had different flavors from you, and they call you energy queen. How do you know? When did you realize that really? Because during your introduction, it was your friend that pushed you into MC, kinda. So when did you realize that this is my lane? I think this is what I'm born to do. I'm enjoying it and this is what I love doing.
Okay. So I would say naturally what I do, what I've always been doing, I'm a salesperson by profession.
Oh,
I'm into business development.
So you're talking is my thing.
My 9 to 5, I'm talking. I've always loved to, and it's not just about talking when it comes to business development. I'm meeting people, I'm meeting business owners, I'm meeting different people, networking, getting to know their needs and how I can solve it, basically. And from there, I know that in life, we're all humans and there's something you need from me, there's something I need from you. Especially when I need to help you to solve your problem. Yeah. I have to find a ground to just make everything to satisfy you.
Yeah.
And I just kind of brought that into emceeing and hosting as well.
Yeah.
If you're at an event, you only have one thing you're looking forward to.
Yeah.
To be entertained.
Yeah.
You don't want to be bored.
I think you're the piece that holds the event together.
Absolutely.
Event is fun is you. If it's boring is you, right?
Absolutely.
Standing there, do you sometimes get tense? How do you read the room? Because you need to understand what the people are enjoying and you need to know what to give them, right?
So reading the room is a different thing, is a different ball game entirely. And I think it needs more than your 10 senses.
Yeah.
Because I'm right in front of the crowd and I'm looking at, there are times I will have organized the program flow, what I'll use to engage people, how I'll crack my jokes, and then I'll see the audience and it's going to be a totally different thing. Okay. And how do I know I need to switch my program at that point,
exactly.
my activities at that point?
Yeah.
When I see them, you know when you're connected to people, you know when you're losing the connection. You see when the light is dying off their faces.
Yeah.
So when you see that going down, okay, what am I doing next? And if you stay with someone I would say if you spend about 5 minutes with someone that you're having a conversation with, chatting with them, actually a group of people, personal group of people, within 5 to 10 minutes, you would already understand the kind of things they enjoy.
Okay.
Right? So if it's an older crowd, for example, you don't want them standing up to do certain things.
Yeah.
If it's the younger 30, Gen Z, less than 40 kind of thing, they want to have fun, they want to jump.
Yeah.
The older people, they want to have fun, but there is a way to get them to have that fun. So there are different people. You could see older people that also want to stand up. So reading the room is... I would say is that major piece of being an MC, because you can't have something fixed. You can have a script, but you cannot 100% rely on that script. So reading the room is something I do for a living. I would say that's what the MC job is about. And it depends on how you feel the energy. And another thing I would like to say is, as an MC, the presence matters, right? As you're entering the room, you already know what your presence feels like. And you just kind of connect with the energy. You feel them. And with that, you're able to say, okay, this is what I have to do at this point to get these people excited. Because if they are not excited, it's on you.
So walking into the room, have you ever felt tensed or had that stage fright when you're walking into the event and maybe you saw the crowd? Have you ever, or you grab the mic, stage fright?
Yeah, I would say for almost every event, you feel that you have that feeling. Because at the end of the day, you're in front of so many people. But that depends on how you handle it. So I would say I feel that every time, but it gets better. But there's still some crowd that you are not used to. And when you get into that room, you're like, oh my goodness.
This is different.
This is different. Like the energy is different. The feel is different. The crowd is different. What they want is not the usual. So yes, the fright is going to be the stage fright. But once I hold that mic, I don't know if it's a magic. Once I hold that mic and I'm able to, to see them, say a couple of things to them. Most of the time when that happens, I just start the call and response. If I'm able to engage them and they just click in within the first few minutes, then it disappears and we move on.
Talking about how you engage your clients, I think it's the Busy Mama Network. After the event, I saw what you posted on Instagram, what it took you to prep for the event. You were like, people think it's just come and speak at the event. I saw you with laptop. I saw you with papers. I saw you with the host. What does it take to host an event? How much prep? How long do you prep for your event?
How long do I prep?
And what does it take
to prep? The first thing is when I connect with a client, a prospective client, or let's take it to the level that, okay, they already booked me for the event and, they are willing to proceed with the event. I'm already their MC. The first thing is to understand what the event looks like. Every individual wants different things. Like it's just like flavors. Like human beings are full of flavors.
Different,
and you'll be shocked when you hear some people's expectation. So one thing, the most important thing is I get on a call with them. We meet. Regardless of what that looks like. If it's a phone call, if it's a Zoom meeting, some people want in person, however you want it. And, during that first conversation, I'm getting everything. It's like a consultative thing for me. So I'm asking them questions. I'm getting what they want. Sometimes even what they want might not be what they really want. But from what they're saying, I'm able to, to define what they want. And so starting from that, I'm able to put together a program flow, which most of the time is not always the final. We still have to walk through it to edit, especially when we have names I'm not familiar with, for example. So sometimes I have to tell them, put this into a recording, send it to me. I take my time before the event to practice what the name sounds like. So I can sound like a native. So I don't mispronounce it. Like it's happened a couple of times and I'm like, okay, this is not something that should happen. So I took it upon myself to get the right pronunciation. That's another thing. So we work with the program flow. We get name pronunciations. If we need to change, we do that. And then also getting the outfit together, rehearsing every line, because we have the program flow, there has to be a filler. Right? So we put all of that together. I take my time to, to build my fillers into my script fillers. Yes. And, I walk through that and the outfit put together too, like putting the outfit together because sometimes some events will tell you they want it in a certain color.
Oh, they kind of dictate what you wear?
Sometimes they do. Like if they're doing all white party, they've told you in the initial consultation that
it's all white, so you need to
go there wearing red or black,
to blend in,
right? I'm putting that together the right way because I, for one, I believe I build a kind of confidence in the way I look. So if I'm looking well put together, it boosts my confidence. I don't want to go there looking weird and having to pull up a couple of places, and that alone brings down my confidence. Putting all of that together and, and saying that it cannot be quantified. How long you put those things together. And the most important thing is on the day of the event, if you're fortunate to have day of coordinator or an event planner, great. If you don't have that, you have to, who am I connecting with on the day of the event? That would have happened during the meeting, but most of the time, it doesn't go as planned, especially with our own African timing. things just kind of mess up. Someone that is meant to be there to speak might just leave. The caterer that is meant to bring dinner at 7 might just decide to forget the moi somewhere.
So you need to keep them occupied and engaged while their guests are there.
So all the work that goes into being a host or an MC at the event is just way more than talking. There's a lot of mental work. Like you just have to, okay, is this person there? You're connecting with them. If you're not able to see it, and if anything goes off at that point, nobody cares if you had a meeting or you didn't have a meeting, right?
Yeah.
It all boils down to how the MC held down the program that day, how seamless it was. So I would say whatever work goes into it is more than just talking, and it's a lot. It cannot be quantified.
Just curious. Yeah. Has there been a time you prepped for an event and getting to the event, something shall happen and you had to divert or not use your script and do something else entirely just to keep the event going due to the attention of the audience or the feeling or the environment, what it looks like?
Well, I would say yes. I've experienced that a couple of times. And I think I even still had one recently.
Yeah.
When I got to, I already had
everything prepped. Everything prepped, ready to go. And then I got there. Yes, they changed a couple of speakers. Then I think, was it the guest speaker that didn't show up? Something happened. So I had to it was just a lot of, creativity on the spot. I just had to come up with so many things to just not make people know that was happening. Yeah.
I think there was one, the celebrant was about 1 hour late.
Oh my God. Maybe makeup, a female, right?
So, yeah, absolutely.
Makeup.
So the thing is, the African timing factor was already there. People already came late.
Yeah.
And I'm talking 2 hours late. And then imagine the celebrant being an hour later than that.
People are already tired.
And I don't want that to, I don't want them to be tired.
Yeah.
So at the end of the day, everything was turned around in my program flow. Everything, every bit of that flow, starting from opening prayer, because you don't want to, to open the floor officially without the celebrant being there.
Yeah.
So I had to come up with so many things right there and then, not to eat up into what I already had planned
for the main event.
So yeah, it happens a couple of times, but that particular one, I cannot forget.
So what motivates you? What keeps you going in all this, in all the chaos? What keeps you going and what motivates you?
One thing I love most is I love to connect with people a lot. I'm a people person.
Okay.
In the sense that I somewhat just enjoy having to manage people, talk to them. I love to hear people's perspective, hang out with people.
Yeah.
And so that part of it keeps me moving. And, when another piece of it is, apart from the fact that I get to meet lots of people, new people at different events, when I leave that event and I get reviews from people saying, you know what, you did an excellent job. The program went well. The event went well because of you. It just kind of reminds me of why I do what I do. Yeah. So that and getting to meet lots of people, making sure that, there's something you see on the event planner or the host's face, that piece, they just kind of sit down and then they cross their leg, they're having fun, they're relaxed, they're enjoying the moment. They don't have to run around to say, where is this, where is that? That part of it, I also love that. So those are the things that keep me going.
Me personally, growing up, I've always seen MCs to be male, right? I feel the industry is male dominated. Do you think that's still a challenge, or do you feel there is a right blend of male, female in this industry right now?
I wouldn't say there is, because when that thing still just comes to people, people are still always thinking of, when you hear certain occupation, you think, why is a female doing that thing?
Yeah.
It should be for male. But right now I see a lot of female, beautiful, awesome females handling, being an MC, being a host, being compares, and the blend, I don't know what the proportion looks like, but I know that there are quite a bunch of people doing it. And I think we've left the era of people thinking, this job is meant for female. as much as males do it, the females also do a fantastic job with it. So.
Yeah. Okay. Just before we proceed, if someone is looking to book an event, what is the time gap? What's the time period, or maybe a month to notify you, 2 months, 1 week, 2 weeks, and what's the best way to see your availability, or is it to give you a call, send you a DM? How best can someone see if you're open?
Okay, so if I'm open for an event, it's always good to reach out to me. I have my contact on Instagram, by the way. So if you click on the contact on my Instagram page, MC_media, they can reach out to me. And why I'm saying that is, even though some dates could be booked, the timings could be different.
Okay.
So it's always nice to, to chat with me on WhatsApp or enter my DM on Instagram to just have a conversation about what the event looks like. So the first thing I ask people is, what's your date and what is the time? So even if the date is booked and not free, we could still work around the time as well.
Do you host outside Edmonton, Canada, or you just focused on Edmonton, or do you host anywhere, even US? I don't know. Do you host?
So I've hosted an event outside of Edmonton.
Okay.
And I am open to travel. I think I have an event this year.
That's 2026.
No, next year, actually. 2026. Outside of the country.
Yeah.
And so pretty much I'm open to travel. It's not just based in Edmonton. Right now, I work in Edmonton. I've not had any bookings more than the one I've done outside of Edmonton. But if there is anything outside, in any province, in any country, I've got my passport, baby.
Okay.
I can do the travel.
So as we are winding down 2025, I don't know, but this video may come up in 2026.
Okay.
As we are winding down, what has been the most defining event you've hosted this year, and why?
The most defining event I've hosted in
that is
2025.
maybe different from every other one you've done, right? Because I know you host birthday, you host wedding.
Yeah.
I've seen wedding, I've seen birthdays, I've seen corporate events
as well.
I've seen even kids' birthdays. I've seen you host that as well. So you're just so versatile. So what has been the most defining one for you?
I would say it was the dinner I hosted for CAMPAD, I think the Canadian Association of Doctors.
Oh, okay.
I don't know what the full meaning, but it's CAMPAD. And why I would say it's defining was I think it was about 500.
My God.
Yeah, no,
Guest.
more than 500. Yeah, it was more than 500. And the fact that, it was like Canada-wide.
Yeah.
People I wasn't familiar with. I think in the room, maybe I just knew about 5 ladies, in the 5 people in the room. And, I got to meet new people from different parts of the country. People traveled in. So it was a night that I had to connect with so many people from different parts of the country. And I made great connections in that room. That was also the first room because I wasn't allowed to do any kind of recording.
Yeah.
So that was also the first event I actually had to attend without someone I know personally. Like if there's any kind of, hiccups. And, I was there, I held it down. They had a great time. I got good reviews. I made solid connections in that room. Like there were connections that I know that they've paved way for me in certain aspect of my life, even outside of the MC job. And I would say it was a good one for me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, that particular one.
Was there ever a time you're like, I'm done? I think I'm gonna quit this empty thing.
Yes.
Like maybe
Yes.
every business, everything.
Yes.
Like there must be that time you will be like, I give up. I think I'm done with this.
When it comes to dealing with people, so many things come with it.
Yes.
Right? So many you're dealing with different people.
Yeah.
With different kind of perspective, different type of problems.
Yeah.
And you will just look at, there was someone that just, but like I said, the good thing is this is what I've always been doing. I've always been dealing with people, what I do normally. But there are some people that would have special problems, and you just be like,
you can handle them.
No,
you don't know how to manage it.
Yes, I would say I experienced one, and the person went on and on about what, and one thing that was very particular about that person was the person wasn't focused on the value she was gonna get for her event. She was focused on the pricing, and then she kept on saying, is this how much do they even pay you? The person was disrespectful. Yeah. I would say that was the highest level of disrespect I ever had. Yeah. And at that point I'm like, oh my goodness, I think I'm done. Yeah. I'm not going to
on a normal day you may not have that opportunity or that chance to communicate with me or talk to me this way.
But trust me, it was just for 5 minutes. I just picked myself up again. Continue.
But that's life. That's business. That's life, so how do you stay current, authentic, and avoid pressure from people when you're doing your job?
So pressure comes in different ways when you're doing the job, and being authentic is another thing. I always tell people, there's nothing you're doing that someone hasn't done before. Someone is currently doing,
and someone else will do it,
and someone else will still do it after you.
Again, yeah.
So it's just like when fashion designers say someone is stealing their designs and all of that. When it comes to different ways that people engage, you see similar games. It just depends on how you can bring out the best or tweak it as you want. And even if you're not tweaking it, use it as it is. No one is going to kill you as long as the event goes well and people have fun. Right? So being authentic is, for me, I love to have fun. I tell people I love to have fun. So regardless of what it is, regardless of how serious the problem could be, I still try to, it's not a problem until we make it a problem. Yeah. It's not boring until you actually tell yourself that it is boring. Since we are always our own biggest critic, by the way. Yeah. And so in that aspect, I just try to be myself as much as possible. MC Mide loves to have fun. She loves to be out there. So if I'm in that event or in that room anyways, it's going to end well. Yep. It's going to be fun. And handling pressure. And how do you mean by handling pressure? Is it at the event or
at
outside?
the event? Maybe the host. Maybe I've seen a couple of things. The MC might be saying something. The host will send someone to go and whisper something in the ear. Yeah. Or they will ask you to do a certain thing you are not prepared to do. Maybe there was no game in the prep, time. And they say, "Can we play a game?" They will just want to chip it in, on the spot. So how do you handle such?
So as we all tell ourselves, I can handle pressure. Okay. I'm the best one. I was telling someone someday, when you're trying to interview for a job, it's okay for you to, even if you cannot handle pressure.
You say you will.
I'm good at handling pressure. But for MC, you must actually do what you say you can do.
Yeah.
Right? So handling that pressure, you have to learn it. Yeah. For me, all I know is I always tell myself, you know what, it's a 4-hour event, it's a 5 hours event. And after this, I get to rest and, do something I want to do to just relax after. So it's always at that moment and it's not permanent. So whatever they want, I know there has to be a way to fit it in to make them happy, because if you're not satisfying the clients, by the way, what are you doing? Yeah. So one way or the other, you have to find a way to, to bend to what they are doing. And if it's something that you feel it's going to mess the whole program up, I also still find a way to, to quickly tell them, you know what, we can't do this at this time. It's going to mess this up. And at the end, most importantly, how communication is very key. Yep. How you communicate with people goes a long way. So I'm not dictating to you. I'm going to tell you, I see your point. I see why you're saying this, but this is why I'm proposing this. And based on my years of experience and things I've seen and handled as a host, this is how it should be. And this is how you're going to enjoy it. And you're going to thank me after if you do it this way. So it's always about managing people.
This your MC job, I feel like maybe after every event, you kind of sit down and take a big breath. So it's finally over. Do you have that feeling?
For some events, yes, I do.
Yeah.
But most events, after I'm done,
Mm-hmm.
that's the time for me to also enjoy the after party.
Oh, okay. So
Right.
you're even there to party as
Yeah,
well.
if it's a corporate
With
event,
events,
then
yeah.
that's the time I want to network and also connect with people.
Sure.
So I'm looking forward to, let me finish this part of the event so I can meet people.
Oh, okay.
Right, I can connect with people.
Yeah, that's
if it's a social one, if it's a birthday, I'm like, okay, let me finish so I can also
eat
dance
jollof rice
and eat jollof and relax. So most of the time I look forward to that instead of saying, oh, finally, because it's something I enjoy. So I feel it's something that stresses you out that you'd be like, finally it's done.
Yeah.
It's done. No.
I'm glad you enjoy it.
Yeah.
So what is it about your brand that I have not asked you that you want the audience to know about your brand?
What it is about my brand that you
Or what haven't I asked you about your brand that you want the audience to know?
That I want the audience to know. I think you mostly covered what it is, the kind of event I do, which is both social and corporate events.
Yeah.
And
do you do a lager?
No, I don't.
Okay.
No, I don't. I don't do that. Okay, so another part of MC Media that you haven't asked about, and maybe people might see more of it in 2026 is a part of MC Media I'm not sure people really know about, and they will definitely see more of it in 2026 is public speaking and moderating.
Okay.
I do that, but I'm going to bring more of that to my page as well.
Okay.
So like looking at the corporate part of it is not just going to be, we're just comparing the corporate event. They're going to see more of, or if there's when they have lots of speakers and they need someone to moderate that.
Yeah.
That's also something I do, and I will bring more of that to to people to see to my page. And like public speaking as well, they will get to know that
know
part
more about you in 2026.
Yes.
Okay. We hope to see you doing that. So I interview founders of the show. What question would you like me to ask the next founder without knowing who they are?
What's their plan for, how do they plan to scale their business beyond whatever we see right now?
Okay. How do they plan to scale their business beyond what it is now?
Beyond what everybody sees as, the regular.
Okay.
Like
that's a good one.
Yeah, scale it like out of our own community into into a different community.
The next level.
Just to cater for like globally.
Yep.
Something like that.
Oh, okay. Yeah. Great. And can you nominate a founder you think we should feature on the show?
Yeah. I would nominate. Can I nominate just one?
Just one.
Just one.
I know you're a social butterfly. So.
I would nominate Adiola Adiosho.
Okay, what is she into?
She does. She's a baker. She's the face behind the brand House of Ziva.
Oh, I think I've seen her brand before. House of Ziva.
Yeah, House of Ziva.
Okay. I will reach out to you, Adiola, and hope you come to Founders Outlook. So thank you very much, MC Mide, for joining us on Founders Outlook. We partnered with Strive City Studio. Okay. Strive City Studio produce merch, and they help businesses, make their business visible, like printing their name on whatever they want, putting them out there. So we partnered with them, and there is a card there for founders who are looking to bring more visibility to their business, especially as we're heading into 2026. So do make sure to reach out to them and tell them you're from Founders Outlook.
Thank you, Tribe City.
Yeah.
Thanks. And thank you, Founders Outlook.
Thank you for coming. Thank you, everyone, for joining today. Please do make sure to like, share, and subscribe. And we are live on all streaming platforms, Spotify, Apple Podcasts, all podcasts, and also YouTube. Thank you for joining us on this one. Bye.